All right, we got everyone on the phone ready to go?
Yes.
All right, time to do Sparks business. We'll worry about the fight later. The Sparks City Council special meeting for Friday, November 14th. Let's start with a roll call.
Mayor Lawson.
Here.
Council members Abbott.
Here.
Vanderwell.
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Bybee.
Here.
Dare.
Here.
City Attorney Duncan.
Here.
City Manager Louthan.
Here.
We have a quorum. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Duncan, will you lead us in the pledge?
Yes.
I was going to ask Christopher.
Hand over your heart. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Let's move on to public comment. First up, I have Pablo Duran. Pablo, come on down. Sit down there and give us your name first and then. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch your knee.
Sorry. Hello, guys. My name is Pablo Duran. I want to congratulate Wes Duncan for winning the election. Congratulations. I want to congratulate Don Abbott to winning re-election. That's for final terms. I cannot wait to see you 4 more years before you can move on to next chapters. I want to congratulate Paul Anderson for pulling upset win. So, well, hopefully I will support you for next 4 years. I want to thank you for Christopher Diaz for your service. I know it fell short for his re-election. You know, best of luck for Christopher Diaz. And I want to congratulate Joe Rodriguez for putting upset win. So I will see him a couple weeks.
Thanks, Pablo. Tom Dunn, you're up next.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. For the record, Tom Dunn, Vice President of the Reno Airport and Sparks Firefighters, Local 731. Here to update you on a couple things that have happened just recently. Over the last 6 weeks or so, both the Reno Airport Authority and the City of Reno have voted to merge the Reno Airport Fire Department into the Reno Fire Department. We are hopeful that that merger will hopefully take place in a timely manner and not exceed the first quarter of 2025. We believe it's in the best interest of the community, the residents, the taxpayers, and the visitors to the city of Reno and Truckee Meadows that this merger takes place. And it's going to provide a better level of service to the airport and the surrounding properties around the airport. Along with that, the Reno Civil Service Commission yesterday approved the job descriptions for for airport firefighter, airport operator, airport captain, airport battalion chief, so that we can move those specific position titles into the city of Reno, hire them over sooner than later, and start the process of cross-training as well as rebranding of the department. Yesterday, 40 Reno Fire employees were recognized as new hires to the department, as well as department internal promotions. The new personnel we hired are in fire prevention inspectors, fire equipment mechanics, single role paramedics and advanced EMTs, some professional staff, and promotions to fire equipment operator, captain, and chief officer level. And finally today, I would like to say congratulations to the council members that have been elected or re-elected, and to Mr. Duncan for his election. And we'd also like to thank Councilman Dare for his service and dedication to the community. We understand that it takes a lot. It takes a lot from your family. It takes a lot internally to run for any type of elected office, and we greatly appreciate those that step forward to make our community better. And you also continue to have the support of Local 731 to improve public safety delivery to our community and region. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Anyone else in the public wishing to speak? We don't have any public left, I don't think. Okay, we'll bring it back. Looking for approval of the agenda. Mr. Anderson.
Move to approve the agenda as submitted.
Mr. Abbott.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
One more. Did we get Charlene? Charlene?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries unanimously. All right, let's move on to general business. Consideration, discussion, and canvass the votes and declaration of results for the 2024 general election. Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council, Lisa Hunterman, your city clerk for the record. We are here, as the mayor said, to canvass the votes and declare the results of the 2024 general election. Before I jump into any official numbers, I did want to take a moment to give you some background information on how we got here today. Pursuant to NRS 293C and the Sparks City Charter, the city clerk is charged with administering the city's elections. Ultimately, it's more cost-effective for the city and convenient for the citizens of Sparks to contract with Washoe County to conduct our elections, but that does not mean that we have a hands-off approach. During the general election and the 14 days prior, known as the early voting period, city clerk staff, including staff members from the clerk's office and the client relations division, spent almost 200 hours combined involving ourselves with every aspect of the election. Staff spent time sorting and opening ballots, manually verifying signatures, and adjudicating, scanning, and tallying votes. This year, I also appointed a City of Sparks representative, Michelle Harper, from our client relations division, to serve on the certification board, which is something we had not done previously. I would like to take a moment to thank Julie Torres and her team, Leanne King and Nick Joyce, and Michelle Harper and her team, Patricia Cruz and Christine Barton, for setting aside their workload to dedicate their time and diligently working towards ensuring our elections ran smoothly. I know it's a big ask, and I truly appreciate it. And now, for the moment everybody is waiting for. As you may recall, during the primary election, City Attorney Wes Duncan ran unopposed. Pursuant to Sparks City Charter, he is thereby declared elected with the confirmation of this canvass. Also during the primary election, City Council member Ward 1, Donald Abbott, received a majority of the votes and will also be declared elected with the confirmation of this canvass. On November 5th, 2024, the general election was held for the following offices and the following candidates. Municipal Court Judge Department 2 was Robert DeLong and Jesse B. Coulter. City Council Ward 3 was Paul Anderson and Brad Fitch. And City Council Ward 5 was Christopher Dare and Joe Rodriguez. Voter information for Washoe County is as follows. The total Washoe County registered voters number is 334,118. Of those registered voters, 264,333 voters cast a vote during the 2024 general election, which represents a 79.11% voter turnout. For the City of Sparks, our voter registration remains at 71,348 registered voters, and of those, 55,452 voters cast a vote, representing a 77.72% voter turnout. Voting results for Municipal Court Judge Department 2. Robert DeLong received 25,921 votes, and Jesse Coulter received 20,273 votes. There was also 9,227 undervotes, and what an undervote is when a citizen casts a ballot but does not necessarily make a determination for a specific race. There were also 31 overvotes, and that means those 31 people voted for both candidates at the same time. For Sparks City Council Ward 3, Paul Anderson received 4,852 votes, and Brad Fitch received 4,622 votes. There were also 1,827 undervotes and 5 overvotes. And for City Council Ward 5, Christopher Dare received 5,414 votes, and Joe Rodriguez received 5,938 votes. There were 1,813 undervotes and 8 overvotes. Based on the official results that are also attached to the agenda item, the following candidates will be declared elected to the following offices upon the confirmation of this canvass. For Municipal Court Judge Department 2 will be Robert DeLong. For City Council Member Ward 1, Donald Abbott. City Council Member Ward 3, Paul Anderson, City Council Member Ward 5, Joe Rodriguez, and City Attorney Wes Duncan. Terms will begin with the November 25th City Council meeting, with oaths of office being performed prior to any business being taken that day. And that concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Lisa, can you explain, when someone votes for two, does that not, for both candidates, how do we score that then?
That vote just does not count.
It's a no count?
It's
Okay.
nullified, correct.
I wasn't sure that myself, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It counts as a no vote at all.
That
Okay.
is correct.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you to you and your team. You guys did do a great job. I know that I can tell people more confidently that their votes are being counted and tracked, and that we're doing a good job for the city of Sparks. And I know that it adds extra stress to y'all, and I just want to say thank you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Donald?
Just second all that, just good job to you and your team for making it happen again. And I think overall everything went well. And thanks for the explanation of the overvotes. I always forget what an overvote is. So I
No
appreciate the
problem.
reminder.
Anyone on the phone have anything to add?
No. Nope, I'm good. Thank you for the job you do.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to employ Lisa to conduct another vote counting next week. I'm just kidding. You should have seen her after she spent 18 hours counting votes. Her eyes were twirling around. It was pretty wild. But thank you. Thank you. And then I agree with Councilman Anderson. It makes me have very much confidence that knowing that you and your team are over there watching out for Sparks' interests and making sure that everything goes correctly.
Absolutely. And I couldn't do it without the rest of them.
It's awesome. And congratulations to all those newly elected. We'll see you on the 25th for hopefully a happy time.
Yep.
Okay. With that, then, I am looking for a motion. Mr. Abbott,
I move to confirm the results of the canvass and declare the results of the 2024 general election official.
Mr. Anderson,
Second the motion?
got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Comments from the public. Do we have any comments from the public? Seeing none, we'll bring it back. Announced from the mayor, city council, city manager, Mr. Manager.
I just want to recognize and reiterate some of the comments already made. Big thanks to the clerk's office for the time, effort, and energy they put into helping support the election, and they do a great job, and I know their staff work very, very hard, and thank you for the efforts. It's not lost on us how much work that is, so we appreciate it.
Anyone else? Anyone on the phone? Do you have something? Go ahead.
I do. Thank you. I want to thank Lisa and her team also. It is a lot of work, but I have more confidence in the election because I know that we have eyes on and people there, and I think that's important for us and for our residents. And I would also like to thank Councilman Dare for his 8 years of amazing work on this council, the difference that he's made in his ward and in the city. And we're back here at the National League of Cities Conference, and he's been a leadership role here. And just want you to know how much I appreciate having the opportunity to work with you and the work you've done for our city. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay.
I do want to thank everybody. You'll see me again before this is over, and I want to be able to say thank you to the staff and our next potential city council meeting. So, but I do thank everybody, and seasons come and go. It's been a great 8 years, and I wish nothing but the best for our city and our staff and all of our elected. Thank you, but you'll see me before I'm done.
Okay. You have anything, Diane?
Christopher, I want to thank you for the last 4 years and your help and willingness to always sit down and work together. So I do appreciate all that you've done for the city in the time that you were there.
Okay. All right, well then with that, we will get to my favorite subject. We're adjourned.